वगैरह सब अच्छा है गाड़ी का।
Ma'am, is the PPT? Hello, ma'am, is the PPT visible now?
Yes.
The presentation is visible. Yes, yes. Now it's moving. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. All right. Wherever you stopped, somebody else is going to speak next, Tahir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So Roshni will carry forward the presentation.
Okay. Roshni.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah. Good evening. Go ahead,
Ma'am,
Roshni.
can I speak in Hindi?
Yes, yes. Speak in. You can
So
go ahead
हम
and
लोग
speak in.
yes, ma'am. So value proposition में हम thick and efficient plastic provide करेंगे जो इन्हें मतलब कुछ भी पैक कर सकता है, like food, then like clothes, anything. For delivering also, anything will be, anything can be used. Our plastic can be used for that. Then we will also provide plastic bags so that it can't be, it so the product will not get damaged. Then next slide, please. So our partners will be the persons who provide transport and that services. And then second partners would be colleges or the like principals of colleges, and that especially the science one. Like most of in India, most of science people, like they don't have enough job availability in India, so we can provide them also jobs, especially the chemistry one who have studied that. Even 12th pass can be also applied. And then means the 12th class can, the 12th class will be given the मतलब उनको सिखाया जाएगा कि कैसे करना है, वो केमिकल्स कैसे डालना है सब, फिर वो ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं. So these will be our employees, so called. Next slide, please. So our raw materials will be means weeds which we really don't need for anything, seaweeds. Then it doesn't use drinking water. It use sea water. Like then the useless things which we don't use, we use it as a raw material for our product. Then it can be recycled, or even if we throw away like we do right now, it can be decomposable very fast. Like within 3 to 4 weeks it can be decomposed, and that's it. And also we can also take orders of like if you want the मतलब वो प्लास्टिक का कलर अगर आपको चेंज करना हो तो हम कर सकते हैं as your wish. Then sizes, like छोटे पैकेट्स को हम बड़े प्लास्टिक रैप से नहीं रैप कर सकते, तो हम छोटे रोल्स जिससे आप छोटे प्रोडक्ट्स को प्लास्टिक रैप कर सकते हो तो वो भी हम दे सकते हैं. Then yeah, that's it.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am. So that's it from our side.
great. So I wanted you to go to the value proposition slide.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Ma'am, is it visible?
Yeah, yeah.
So, ma'am, in the value proposition, should I explain?
Mhm.
Yeah, so in the value proposition, actually,
So the value proposition says that
the thick and the efficient, we are.
Student, I can explain.
Hello.
yeah.
So the value proposition is we provide a thick and efficient plastic quality which are produced by the different firms, and we are comparatively best at the producing the best out of waste. Actually, we are using the seaweeds which are not used anywhere, and it is procured from the
Mhm.
sea waste, and we can use them as the
Mhm.
main source. And in the country like Israel, it is done on the most on the priority basis. The plastics is banned there, and this kind of material is used there. And the colored bags are also available in this with the chemical basis. So we also provide the colored plastic bags instead of the black or white or anything.
Okay. And who's the customer?
Customer segments. So the main customer
Yes.
segments are the big packaging firms. So most of the packaging firms in the India are producing the many electrical stuffs and the
Ma'am,
sorry.
even ma'am, the small scale business who has been held on online, such as on Instagram, the as we know, small scale startups have been started through it.
Okay.
Ma'am, if
So they
I
can
can just
use
add one
our
point.
plastics, the decorative packages, which will help them to grab the attention of the customers through their creativity.
Interesting. Okay.
Now, one of the key aspects in this is what we can consider is these bags are kind of being mainly the it can be reused again rather than just recycling it. We can try to provide a product for a much larger base. Just for an example here, like mostly Amazon tries most of the times Amazon packages are not kind of being reused in a proper way or manner. This side of products can be used for a longer period of time so that it is just not a waste for us or we can just recycle it. It can be used for a longer duration as well. Mainly there is a main focus of the product here, and the customer is mainly through online businesses due to this coronavirus situation right now, or else
Mm-hmm.
then also we can still provide for retail purpose businesses as well.
Okay.
For
Interesting.
for just an example here, I can put is we can use it for sweets also, like for Diwali, like sweet packages or gift hampers. It can be used in that manner as well.
Okay. Okay. Right there. So this is where the confusion is. See, the product looks amazing. The way you've thought through, you're using seaweed, you're using weed, and that is helping you to reduce the cost. I don't know technically how much that is possible, but considering that you've done your research and this makes all the sense that the cost is reduced. I think in such a scenario, if you have such an amazing product, the gap that I feel here is the identification of the customer. When you're saying that the
Okay.
same product can be used for edibles, the same product can be used for Amazon, the same products can be
Hmm.
used for decorative items, think through.
Hmm. Hmm.
See, the customer has to be very defined, very specific. I mean, a packaging which is used for an edible product, say for sweets or for anything which is edible, requires certain level of certain level of layering,
Cus-
of protection, of also the preservation of the nutrients to a certain extent, and that needs different kind of some chemical process which happens there. Exactly, I don't know what, but it's a different process and a packaging altogether. But something which is very creative, the thing that you identified, that hey, we give colorful packaging, we give a lot of customization, so it could be used for gifting, right? So those
Ma'am,
that packaging will be different. Yeah, you saying something,
yes,
please go ahead.
yes, ma'am. What you said was correct, but we can make them by using some innovative materials by mixing
Mm-hmm.
them. We
Mm-hmm.
can make them flexibility and add some coating, as you were saying, for nutrient grains and all. We
Yeah.
can add that material and make them of that type that it can be usable for each and everything.
Like me,
हो
ma'am, we can just
सकता है.
specify a customer base. Ma'am, we are just trying to say here is that we can't have a fixed customer base here. Like the product is that moldable enough that we can mostly provide to, actually it's kind of main focus for the product is what it needs to be eco-friendly, and it should be
Mm-hmm.
efficient enough to be used in our markets in these times. So most probably it's best we can just try to just expand our horizon over of different sort of sectors. Like we can just can't target only one specific area. It's better we can just
Exactly.
op- open up for different
Exactly.
sectors as well.
So this is what I tell you. This is where the biggest problem comes when we are into businesses. Okay, a product could be relevant for a huge for the big segment, right? For a huge segment, and we
Yeah.
say that hey, it's relevant. It makes sense. But when you actually do business, when you go out to the market, and your customer is not defined, then you spread too thin. Imagine now. So now think realistically. Okay, we have been thinking till now. We've been thinking on a very theoretical level, hypothetical level, saying that you're putting a lab, you're putting a factory, and you're putting everything. We've not even talked numbers here, right? But suppose now that tomorrow you got to actually put this business, what will you do? Will you identify that which is going to be your biggest market segment, and are you going to cater to
Yes.
that? And it might so happen
Yes.
that your product doesn't work.
Ma'am, but firstly I would really start with the budgeting first. Like I need to firstly fix up my cost here, and then I can start to market it. And then the marketing is the
Exactly.
second issue which comes in. Yes, ma'am.
Exactly.
Yes.
So when you have to market it, even when you will put down the cost, you'll try to minimize the cost and optimize it, right?
Yes.
And that can only be done. So if you say that I'm going to do it for edible customers, I'm going to do it for creative customers wherein I need colors, or I'm going to do it for a set of customers jinko color variation se fark hi nahi padta hai. Suppose I'm just going to give black and white bags at a much lower cost, which is the biggest market for you. This is what
It's a
I'm
big
trying to say.
dilemma. Yes.
Identify the biggest and the most relevant market segment, which is easy to target. So whenever we are creating a business model, we are creating a business plan at any level. So suppose at this level also, but we have to think realistically that today I'm making it in a presentation, but tomorrow if I got to execute it, then what will make sense? That is why I said that your customers could be huge. I mean, it could be relevant to anybody and everybody out there. But the first thing is to segment them. So you could either segment them industry wise, right? You could segment them in industry wise is
Personally,
one
individually
way.
use.
You could, yes, you could B2B or B2C, you could segment it in. You could segment it also in terms of the costs, whether it's a premium product or it's a mass product. So you could segment it in multiple ways. See which segmentation works for you, and in that segmentation identify which is the lowest hanging fruit, which is most relevant, and is the market size is big enough for your product to make sense. That's it. And then the expansion can happen. I mean, you can go to a level wherein you say that the packaging which happens for exports will be done by me. वो भी हो सकता है. But that's all something possibilities. Always and this I'm saying not because of what you've presented, but when you'll actually if you'll sit down to prepare your own business model, do this first. It will help.
Yeah.
So that this
Yes, ma'am.
entire thought process of कि market बड़ा होना चाहिए, but market बहुत specific होना चाहिए, और वो specific market इतना बड़ा होना चाहिए कि वो तुम्हारे business को sustainable करना है,
Yes, ma'am.
और वो niche भी हो सकता है. उस केस में वो होना चाहिए, if it's a niche, then the revenues that you're going to get, like the cost of your product could be higher, the price of your product could be higher, and you should be getting the revenues which will make your business sustainable.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It's just
Yeah.
like going step by step ahead with it, like how to capture every sort of market if I can in a slow process ways, that how to grow my products marketing base over a period of time.
Right. Customer definition at the first point is the most important. First step, most important step is the key. And then the value. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
But great work done. I really liked your idea of the way you thought of an innovative product. I'm sure Dr. Mariam would be very happy to see that this product innovation happening. Somebody is thinking about a new product. So that's a great thought.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, good work. All right. Okay, so next group is ready.
Ma'am, I
Next
have
group.
one thing to say. Sunanda,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I have actually started with my startup company. So when can I have some of my doubts cleared related to my company work actually during this period of quarantine? It's not related to this. After means I'm just asking for after
Yeah,
what time.
once we finish with the presentations, then you can have your questions there. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
First and foremost, I think you all need to be a little clearer about what is startup also, because
No,
it's a
ma'am.
much used word, and every business is not a startup.
No, ma'am. That is true. I've actually opened my company. It's almost 6 months now. We have opened during this time of when the
Okay.
quarantine started. So that is there.
Yeah.
So my kind of business is impacted due to it, but not that much. So I just need some.
Your businesses?
Actually, we have started with not. It's only about party promotions and marketing for different sort of resorts and cafes and clubs. So I have some queries to, like, I just like to have some clear thoughts about how to pursue my workforce now. So that's an issue being here. That is there.
Yeah.
So I would really
Let
like
everyone
to talk about
finish
it
their
after.
presentations. Let everyone finish their
Ma'am.
presentations, then we take your questions. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Next group.
Yes, ma'am, we are ready.
Yeah. Hi. Yes. Go ahead, Sakshi.
No, ma'am, Ritu.
Okay, Ritu. All right. Everybody's mic is on. Sakshi, Shivani, everybody. They're all going to speak.
No, ma'am, Sakshi is not with
Okay.
us.
All right. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ritu.
Yes, ma'am, just a moment presenting.
Yeah. Okay. Is the meeting going to end at 5:10 or something?
Ma'am, still 10 minutes are left, 10 to 12 minutes.
Okay, all right. So go ahead, Ritu. You can.
Yes, ma'am.
What happened? Screen share नहीं हो रहा है क्या?
Yes, actually, it's happening. It's loading.
Okay, all right. But you can start speaking, Ritu, because then we save time like that. Okay, start.
Okay, so a very good evening to Sunanda ma'am and Maria ma'am and all the participants. So our business model would be something like our products product suggests uh, that is a mouth watering that actually we have given this title to our thing, and like this, we have given a title to our product, that is mouthful, and it is a food truck. That a goal for a food truck, and we have like taken up this food truck like a challenge and like an opportunity that we are going to provide healthy and delicious foods on the streets that people doesn't get, because nowadays people really want to be fit, and they just wanna eat healthy. They do not eat much out, and do not eat lots of oily and greasy foods. So that is
Ritu,
why yes, ma'am.
Ritu, sorry to interrupt you.
Yes, ma'am.
Your challenge was biodegradable packaging.
Ma'am, actually it is included in that. When we move forward, it will be
Yeah.
included.
Okay, all right, okay.
We are using such things in
Go
this.
ahead.
Yes, ma'am. And that our goal is to provide a variety, quality, and deliciousness of mobile cuisines, which are staggering and embraced by the world, from savory upscale dinner to artery clogging, deep fried desserts, street foods tastes good. So, truck will provide like amazing recipes and gourmet meals at the places where you go to have fun, like parks, streets, and there will our truck will be there for you to have something healthy, and you will get it in plates and such in a wooden plate, and it will be served and made healthy. So there won't be any harm to you, to your health. And as plastics also harms your health, so we are not going to use plastics, we are going to use uh, wooden plates. So this is our canvas for this product, and whole thing, that key structure, key activities. And now I'm going to talk about unique value proposition for this, and who will be our customers and how we are gonna attract them. That is, our food is healthy, and our service will actually give them healthy food. Plus, it won't harm them with any perspective, as we will be using biodegradable and things, and we'll be using, like as I said, wooden plates, and this will be totally uh, helpful in that it won't affect their health, and it we'll be having so much of variety in our menu, and we'll save their time, as with their very busy schedules of uh, them. We'll save their time, as when they are out, and there won't be any rush to them, and there will be a food truck which is giving healthy and a variety of foods with the mouth water, which will mouth water their taste buds, and that is why our presence actually offers an escape from grease-filled and unchanging menu of traditional BBQ trucks, which are already there, which serve very greasy, oily, cheesy foods, but we serve healthy. And the next is our customer, and this would be explained
Can I interrupt you
by
here, please? Can I
yes,
just
yes,
interrupt you? So,
yes.
as a group, anyone from your group, can you tell me what's the challenge you're solving, and what's the solution that you guys have? What's the problem statement here?
Okay, the problem statement is that there are lots of food trucks and which are there, but they are not serving any healthy and foods, and there are not so much of food trucks. When you go to park, when you are there, and you just get all the unhealthy food there. So, and then you move out of the park, and you have to search for restaurants and places where you can go and have your food, but now there will be no such jumble with yourself, and you will be able to you just move out of park and you have a food truck where you can
Okay.
have healthy nice traditional recipes would be there, and you
All
can have
right.
healthy.
Ritu, just sorry to interrupt you, but
Mhm.
this is what. So Nanda, can you just come in here, because I think they have not done what the challenge was given to them. They've done something else.
Agreed. Yeah,
Ma'am,
that is what I'm trying.
we have prepared something. I
No,
don't know if it would be up
Ritu.
to the mark.
No, Ritu. Just a moment, Ritu. Let us also speak little bit. 1 second. We'll give you a chance to speak. Your challenge was this, that there is a lot of e-commerce happening, and because of that, there's a lot of packaging that is being used, and so therefore there is a need for biodegradable packaging. Now, what you are probably trying to say is that you will have a food truck and you will serve food in biodegradable packaging. That is what you are saying, right? But your main focus is food. Your main product is food here. Isn't it? I don't know. Sunanda will be better able to comment on this.
No, no, I agree. I think I'm also understanding that. If it is something else, please let us know. Because this is what we're getting. It's more about food.
It
Yes,
is,
ma'am.
yeah, what they have done is about food, means food, and they will package it in biodegradable thing, which was not the challenge given to you.
Yes, ma'am. But when I was going through this, I really loved the concept of food and this, and in which we can. I found this
See,
like
Ritu, this is तो
from
like question paper पे ये question था, लेकिन हमको जो आया हमने वो लिखा, ऐसे हो गया है यहाँ पर, या हमको जो अच्छा लगा वो हमने किया ना, you figure it out. It's become like that. It's not that you all have not made the effort. You've made the effort, but you've made it in the wrong direction. That's what I feel.
Okay, so what do we do right now? So do we just
I think, yeah, if you want to talk a little bit about your packaging, because I don't think they have addressed the challenge what was given to them. That's what I think. Now you decide, because you're the resource person.
no, what I'll do is if you guys have put in efforts, so we'll just run through it. Try to talk more about packaging
Yeah.
and less about food. Okay?
Come to your packaging part.
Yeah, that's
Madam, sorry to interrupt. 5 more minutes left. Just informing everyone.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Rohan, for the update. Okay, Ritu, very quickly, whoever from your group is going to talk about the packaging aspect, 5 minutes are left. Please finish that thing in that much time.
Ma'am, now only 3 minutes are left.
Okay, only 3 minutes are left. Whatever. आप finish तो करो, packaging पे तो आओ.
yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
I'll speak about the packaging.
हाँ.
What, ma'am, actually we since it was a food truck or design, we thought about the plating and the cutlery that was used, and the plating that we thought about using was by gas, which is made out of sugarcane waste. So that is totally biodegradable. It causes almost no harm to the environment, and the products actually which cannot be that are not biodegradable, like there are some parts where we have to use plastic, so those can be recycled. There are companies in India too that recycle plastic and make it into cloth. So there are a lot of companies that do this, and they are selling clothes ahead. So that is where the plastic can be recycled. We can have that approach. We can approach them and get the plastic recycled. And in a case of where we can't recycle either, like the single-use plastics and all, in case there is any place where we happen to use that, there is a way that it can be turned into fuels by using steam turbine. So that's basically the whole idea that we had related to biodegradable waste and like recycling the waste.
Okay.
So guys, the idea is good of you're creating a new product with the sugarcane. Exactly, you're using sugarcane for creating packaging, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So that idea is great, could have been thought from the perspective of giving out the packaging, right? To people,
Okay, ma'am.
to the outlets who are already giving healthy food.
Yeah,
Okay,
uske
ma'am.
liye you didn't have to set up a food truck. You probably needed to think about manufacturing that biodegradable packaging. That's what I feel.
Exactly. The
Okay.
idea is good. You've thought through. सोचा है तुम लोगों ने. But एक food truck डालने से better है that you have.
डायरेक्शन
Yeah.
अलग हो गया. So the concept is good, but you went in a different direction. You had to focus on developing packaging, which you did, but for that you set up a